Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. This is Jason Samco. Today we're going to give you a quick tip on how to not lose stuff out of your pockets. Okay, this is a very important one. And I've talked about it on my other channel as well too. But here, for example, these are my hunting pants that we have here. We're just in my office right here. This is my my little corner of the world where I run 4 different businesses and all my hunting stuff and everything. This is my little man cave kind of set up here where all the action happens. And just got most of it set up being down here in Georgia. I've only been in Georgia now for 4 days and starting to get everything kind of put where it goes and fine-tuned and things like that. But you'll see a lot of this office. Like I said, this is where I make this is where the magic happens for me. But we're going to talk about ways to not lose things. Now here you will notice that I have my knife. This is my hunting knife that I'm going to be running today, and the one I'm carrying today right now on me. Okay, they are on a dangler. The reason I'm showing this one on here is because this one is going to go on those pants. This one I have right here later on, but I put this one on here to show you. But what we do is we just basically have a piece of paracord on here like that, and it just loops over itself, and then that way this lies in my pocket and I don't lose it. Okay, and it hangs right there. I will show you this on me here as well too, but that's just how that works. It's just a loop that runs through. So if we look at that on this one here, I can hook my thumb on there, the knife comes right out, I have it, I'm ready to use it. When I'm done, I just stick it back in. I've made videos on this. How this works is I take a piece of paracord and I gut it, pull all the gut pieces out of that paracord. It is just a loop and a dangler right there, okay? Now that just sits there, so this way I never lose it, and it keeps all my weight of that knife on my belt, not in my pocket. Hangs right in there, okay? Out of the way. Yeah, can you see the string? Yes, you can, is what it is. But when I need it, that knife is right there, quick, simple, and easy to grab. And it is easy for one-handed putting it back in there like that too. So for me, that's how I carry that knife, and I'll never lose it. Okay, that's the beauty part of it. I cannot lose it. I used to carry, like, you know, way back in the day, I had a custom-made Benchmade knife that I spent a ton of money on, and it had a pocket clip on there. First time I wore it in the woods, I went out there, I came back, the knife was gone. That clip that was here, a branch must have caught that and pulled it right out of my pocket. Since then, again, it's been about 12 years now when I first started carrying an Azula, which I probably have one laying around here somewhere. I don't see it handy. No, I don't see it handy, but started with the Azulas and carrying them that way on a dangler, and it worked fantastic. So that is one setup right here that is awesome. Now, other ways that we can do this. Now on here too, because I'm getting ready to go out and hunt. These are my hunting pants. On this side, I have 2 strings on here. You can see them right on my belt. They hang right there. They're there all the time. This string I even wear on my regular pants. It's so little and thin, nobody even sees it. This is a connection point right here. It's got a carabiner on here. What I do with this is I put my key fob on it, okay? Because I don't, with my Toyota Tacoma, I don't have to take this out of my pocket ever. When I touch my handle, it unlocks. If I 2-finger touch it, it locks. But this keeps this from never getting lost in my pocket. Just drops right in my pocket like that, and there's no chance of me losing it. I keep this slid up nice and tight here, so it's you almost don't even see it against my belt loop, but it's there. But I can never lose that. If I take a nap on the couch, or if I'm working underneath my car, tighten something, changing oil, I never worry about losing that key fob. It is connected there 100% of the time. I also carry my compass the same way. Okay, just sits right in that pocket. When I want my compass and I have this on my side like this, all I have to do is grab my thumb and hook that, and it brings it right into my hand. I can look at it, drop it back in my pocket, just like that. We'll put it up a little higher though. But so that's on me. I just hook my thumb, grab that string, and I have my compass. I can look at it, figure out what I need, drop it in my pocket. So that's another fantastic thing. These are danglers, okay? And this is that all 3 of these are the same way. That dangler, and the knife dangler are all set up exactly the same way with that, you know, just a loop, and I feed it through itself like I just showed you on mine. Just a loop here, big enough to fit the knife or whatever it is through there, and feed it through itself, and just loop it on. So that's how that works. Now, that's for your stuff in your pockets. So that kind of things. Now, another thing you can do that I have done, I learned this back in my motorcycle days, I put rubber bands around my wallet. Now, I use 3 of them. Really, you don't need to use that many, but I put 3 rubber bands around my wallet all the time, and it sits there. What that does is in your pocket, that will give tremendous resistance so that it can't come out. You can't get that wallet to pop out of there because it hits the resistance that these rubber bands, they bite against your clothing, and they can't, you know, they hold. Look, you can't move it across clothing. There's so much grip to a rubber band. By putting these 3 rubber bands just on my wallet, when I go to use it, I just leave them on my finger like that. I open my wallet, give my ID, whatever I have to do, you know, all my stuff out of there. When I'm done, I close it, stick my thumb in there, and I just rewrap them around. I've been doing this now for 20-something, probably 30 years. But it just keeps that from coming out of there and keeps that resistance on there. Need it? Stick them on your 3 fingers, open your wallet, use what you got to get in your wallet. When you're done, wrap them back on, put it in your pocket. You will not lose your wallet again. It's going to stay. It's not going to come out of your pocket. I do the same thing with other things in my pocket too. For example, I always carry a lighter. Every single place I go, I have to have a lighter. You can see how used that is, and I don't smoke, okay? But this lighter gets used like crazy for everything. Putting that piece of rubber band that you see on there, I never lose this lighter. It just sits in my pocket, but it won't come out. The rubber band gives resistance. Same with my cash, okay? Cash, right here. Cash in my pocket. Okay, I don't put a lot of cash in my wallet. It's usually in my pocket. Same thing. That rubber band bites against the material and makes it, look how hard that is to wiggle that out of there. Okay, till you get to that. It gives that resistance. It won't let it, you know, you can't move it. You can't move it across material because of the rubber bands. When I need it, same thing. I just pull this right off of here like this, stick the rubber bands on my couple fingers, pull out the dollars I need, whatever it is I got to use, and then when I'm done, I just stick it back on there, and that keeps that safe and keeps it from coming out of my pockets. Little resistance factor, like I said, sweet, easy. Just like that, you know, just a simple rubber band around it will protect you from losing that wad of money in your pocket. So that's basically it, but those little things make a tremendous difference, so you don't. I've been alive almost 50 years. I've lost a lot of knives. I've lost a million lighters. I've lost a ton of things. The only thing I can't put anything on is my little multi-tool that I carry in my pocket. This goes with me everywhere, every day. Again, I'm one of those kind of guys. Okay, so this is with me constantly everywhere I go, but there's really no way to put a rubber band around it because I do, you know, it's just not worth it, I guess. But every time I lay down on a couch or every time I work on something in the car or I lay down on the ground to fix something, this is always laying next to me. It falls out of my pocket every time, without fail. None of this other stuff will come out of my pocket. This will not. This will not, my wallet will not, my knife does not, nothing else comes out of my pocket. All this stuff stays right in there where it should because of those rubber bands. So just a little tip for you, hopefully benefits you, and a way to keep all your stuff combined and together and nothing falling out. So especially if you're active, you know, you're on the ground doing things, or you're, well, whatever the case is, you're riding motorcycles, you will realize that this stuff happens. How many times have you lost something in your car seat next to you and you can't find it? This prevents all of that from happening and keeps it all right there, easy, protected. You're not going to lose it. So, little tip for you. Thanks for watching.